Hey, what's happening, everyone? Welcome back to my Football Manager 2022 mobile tutorial videos. And I think one of the first or second things everyone wants to do as soon as they get this game is work on the transfer policy. New players in, old players out, try to get your own personality into your favorite club. How do we go about creating or offering a transfer? Here's a couple ways. The bottom left corner, press the magnifying glass, go to scouting agency, and here you could look for the top players in your country. You can go by nation. So if I go to the world view, we have Messi, Salah, Mbappe, Kane, Kimmich. National view, we got the Man U players, Liverpool, Tottenham, Arsenal. We could also swipe to the right, and we have the young under 23s with the most promising statistics. Here we find Saka, Sancho, Odoi, and a few more top players in the world and in our nation. Haaland, Pedri, Davies. For our purpose, we're going to find a experienced player for our midfield who's still young enough to grow and to become a capable player. You can either go find a club, search by nation. I'm going to go to Italy. I'm going to go to Inter. And I know a player who I want. Well, there's two. There's Nico Barella, so we'll offer. At the rate he's going for, I will not be able to afford him. So my backup option on this squad is actually Sensi. As we look for Sensi, here he is, Stefano Sensi. Now I can scout the player and make an offer, but I kind of know who he is, so I'll go right into it. So here I could offer to do a transfer. I could offer to take the player on loan, or I could just inquire about the player. We can negotiate the fee. We can make it an immediate transfer, an end of season transfer, or an immediate transfer by loaning back for 1 year to Inter Milan. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. Sell on percentage. If I were to buy Sensi and then sell them in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, how much percentage of that sale will Inter Milan get? Obviously, there's a buyback fee. Maybe they want to put that to buy the player back in 2 or 3 years. And of course, we could exchange a player, which I rarely do. So this is what they want for Sensi. 67. For our purposes in the video, we'll just do it. So now after we do the transfer fee with the club, we have to negotiate with the player on his wages. So offer contract. So first off, what's his role going to be? Key player, first teamer, a rotation player, or a backup player that barely plays. Younger players actually have a 5th and 6th option called promising player and young player, which will buy more time if they don't get the playing time they want in the immediate situation at the club. For me, he's going to be a rotation player. Now, what's his wages? At Inter Milan, as you press existing contract at the top, he gets 61K a week. For me, he wants 160 to be off the bench. Wow. Let's negotiate. He's going to be an expensive player off the bench, but I actually like this guy. And for our video purpose, we're going to do this. I always suggest for players under 26, 5-year contracts. Signing fee, I only do with older players so they take less term. For example, a 31-year-old, they're going to push for that 3rd or 4th year. Nah, 1 or 2 years you get with me, but here's some more money up front. Minimum release fee, that's what they do in Barcelona, pretty much the buyout clause. So if you put 50 million, a club like Chelsea come in, they pay the 50, automatically they get the right to negotiate with their player and take them. The last one's relegation fee. If you get relegated from the league you're in, here's a cheap fee a team could just put on, take, and your player is now theirs. Let's finalize the deal and see how this looks like. So since because he's not English, he needs a work permit, but because Italy is a top nation in footballing world, it's no problem at all. The deal's now ready to take place, ready to sign Stefano Sensi. Grazie, beautiful. So Inter will develop him for 1 more year. Then I'll take him when I get rid of Vilneny and some players I don't need at Arsenal.